the open here, essentially. I do have the gold chart up right now. I just wanted to take a gander at it before the equity session open because the volume, starts coming into gold, around, 8 a.m. or so. And honestly, not much is happening with gold. So that's, not a bad thing. Gold's kind of chilling out a little bit. We made that new all-time high in the overnight of $3,973 an ounce. I mean, just crazy.
I know, unbelievable.
But previous day's high was 39.17 for anybody who is wondering. So just casually traded up of almost $60 an ounce above previous day's high. So regular trading session high, I should say. So right now we're just settling right above VWAP, essentially on the 5-minute chart here, which is, gotta say, it's bullish. I mean, but like I said in the pre-market, in order for me to be getting long, I'm not gonna, let's put it this way, I'm not getting short gold. But if I'm gonna get long gold, I would like to see a little bit more of a pullback here into that like 39.15-ish area or so. My value area high level of 39.13, somewhere around there, which might be asking for a lot because we're essentially $40 above those levels at this point. So kind of difficult to necessarily, I'm not going to expect the pullback to that level, those levels to occur, but I will probably hold off unless any of those relevant levels of support.
All right, we're ready to
fruition.
We're ready to open the markets here. We're going to have a little bell, I think. So it'll be a nice little alert.
All right.
Good morning, Robert Mashiro.
20 seconds.
My number one viewer.
Robert.
Not number one for being the best, but number one for being the first viewer. But you always have an honorable, you're an honoree with us, Robert. Good morning, my friend.
Numero uno.
All right.
One of the best.
Right.
And the market is open. We are open here.
We're open.
Whoa.
Woo.
Got live volume.
I'll watch this. Responsible selling. Love it. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Perfect.
All right. A lot of buyers right at the open. Massive sell pressure coming in.
I would agree.
Yeah.
But it's chopping.
Yeah, like I said, in
the
ES, I need to see it hold. Yeah, I want to see it hold this kind of this 67, 80, or 78 area in the ES. That's kind of the overnight point of control. And if we could hold it, then, for sure, I'm expecting a possible retest of the all-time high today.
Yeah.
But like we said, we'll observe. Emily Trading, welcome.
Value area high level held very nicely in the ES there, just right off the open, just cratered right below it here. So, all right, big offer came in on the ES there, about 600 contracts, relatively large, got eaten through right away, almost 700 contracts actually. So we got,
I see it.
It's pretty decent.
I'm calling it. It's a
range day.
I don't know. It's either bearish or ranging. I've got more volume coming in.
Thanks. This year, there are 4 exciting
there's
new
also a lot of buyers. Could potentially be a bit of a range today.
There's the new iPhone 17.
Oh, Tiger, what's up, my friend? Welcome, Coach Tiger. He asked Paul, how's your chart of eagle feathers doing? Eagle feathers are flying high, brother. Flying high today, I think. Yeah, that is awesome.
Gosh. I think I literally, I wonder what everybody would vote to be the most obscure futures traded product. I would think that orange juice would be voted as the most obscure one. I think that would be the most obscure in everybody's mind. We should have a poll on that.
I can see orange.
Yeah.
One of the
connection
most
lost.
I mean, just with all the Hollywood movies, Yeah, it comes up all. People always talk about it, right? Like trading places and stuff, and all the orange juice futures.
Oh yeah, I gotta rewatch that movie. It's been such a long time that I've watched it. I gotta rewatch that just for old time's sake.
I know.
All right.
Yes.
It's just something I don't think about trading. About our breakfast. Something to trade? I don't know. All right.
No, it's not something that people really think about anymore.
Full control market so far, but it's not. It's still not. The buyers could very easily take over again. It's a bit of a
Let's see if we come down here to 67.80. Yeah, I mean, like you said, news is very thin.
Range. We don't know where the bottom of the range ends.
Right. We got really close to testing my 25,152 level, that value area high from the previous day on the NASDAQ. We came about 4 points away or 3.5 points away from it. So, making a little bit of a small push up here in the NASDAQ. ES is holding on. So,
ES is right at VWAP and point of control, but it's early. I mean, point of control 4 minutes in, so it's going to be bouncing around a bunch, which it is. But it's holding. It's holding support here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is for sure.
Very tough one.
The Dow is also holding. The Dow is literally trading at point of control from its previous session right now. So, consolidating. The Dow has basically done nothing all during the overnight. It's just consolidated the entire overnight. So, very muted. All right, maybe breaking lower here in the ES and the NASDAQ.
Definitely breaking through that 80. See if they hold the 78.
Still gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting with you, Sam. It doesn't pay to jump in at this point to front run. See, look at just like this. It's going to mean revert. If it holds at 78 here, which it is, and that it's come down to kind of the point of control from the overnight in the ES, which is what I was describing about 20 minutes ago when we went through this. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I would want to see it drop a little bit more to either 25.1 or potentially 123 or 120.
Yeah.
For potential kind of bounce up again.
I'm with you.
But it could.
I'm with you. I know that's the NASDAQ you're talking about, but the ES is doing the same kind of thing. And I like to see more of an exhaustive move to the downside, right? Like it's come down and it's kind of plateaued here a bit. Now it's kind of fighting, but I'd like to see more of a harder move in either direction.
Yeah. I'm not seeing that much in the volume that gives me
what's going on.
Gives me any indication, but this is the end move down. I mean, buyers come in, but they're really doing that much damage. They can't sort very quickly. But still, I'm not convinced 100% yet that this is a strong push. We kind of we bit of power on the open, but apart from that, it's kind of quickly exhausted itself.
Yeah.
I would agree. I don't know. We'll see. Just sit and wait. Best thing to do. Don't preemptively try and catch a big move. The market can be cruel, to put it lightly.
Yeah. And I will say in the ES here, right to where we just dipped and then popped up, a lot of bidders popped in. I know Daryl can see on the heat maps as well. A ton of bidders popped in between 67.75 and 67.79. So there's a good amount of liquidity in that area that if sellers really felt like they wanted to push, they have to eat through a decent bit there. I mean, just between those 4 points of
Alright, so we
levels,
lost
you're going to
connection
look
to
at having to eat up
one of our things,
somewhere around
right?
1,500
just
to
have
2,000
chill out,
contracts. So
hang out.
we will see if the sellers really want to try and make a push. But for now, it looks like it's trying to bounce. The Nasdaq's
Yeah, I think buyers got the upper hand right now, and all that liquidity you just talked about, Paul, it kind of pulled as we got up here. We left that 67.80. It kind of pulled
They
away.
definitely have.
Yeah.
They're getting a
Yeah, the
sort of,
Nasdaq.
so I wouldn't be surprised if that's just a little retracement, and then we get a push down.
Okay.
It's very hard to read. Very hard to read today. The volume thin, not as. I mean, we have a bit of heavier volume early, at the open, but right now I would say relatively thin the volume.
Yeah.
Stalled.
Check
Yeah.
Check the Zoom chat, Sam.
Yeah.
Real quick, if you don't mind.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, the volume isn't crazy right now, for sure. I agree. You know, volume is definitely relatively thinner. Not a whole lot of volume trading necessarily, but yeah, it looks exactly like Sam's right. Like we had a lot of buyers drive up there, right?
No.
I mean, on the session VWAP that I have for the ES, we kind of touched it essentially for the including the overnight. So the VWAP starting at, let's say it's 8 p.m. Eastern, actually, I have up here just touched that, and then we just came right back down into this liquidity area. Man, okay, so now it's starting. Sellers are trying to chew through that liquidity that I was mentioning, starting at 67.79.
I'm short. ES. I am short. I got in around.
Damn.
May not be a great fill, but I got in around 78. And we'll see. Probably
Okay.
gonna put a stop, typical 5-point stop, maybe around 83. Get above point of control.
We're doing it.
Or right
We're
at.
doing it.
Right at. I hate to do it that close, but maybe we'll go a little further out. And I'm just gonna put a take profit somewhere down. Overnight low is at 67, so just outside that.
So we did just hit to the T 2550, the level I mentioned earlier, and we're bouncing up from it. So sadly I missed this trade. I was looking at the Zoom chat. Yeah, that would have been a nice little quick scout long, but never mind. It's all good.
With scribehow.com, you can create documentation.
So I still think
Because it's just data.
very to read. I'm really on the fence about this one.
It could look pristine. If you use
You know,
Scribe to
some
create
day
documentation,
opens and you just
which
kind of
one
you
makes the screenshots.
can
Watch this. With
see
Scribe,
it.
you just follow 3 simple steps.
Other
Step
days
1, click the Chrome extension to get started. Step
lot
2, go through the
harder.
process you want to explain. Step 3, click the
We're coming back down.
extension to get your
Gonna get
guide.
interesting.
It's that
All
easy.
right.
Get Scribe now and keep your desktop
don't
looking
think-
immaculate.
Okay. I mean, 25,120 would be amazing on the NQ. 2120 would be a really
As a
area.
new mom and content creator,
But that long.
Yeah.
Zooms really
All right,
helps
let's
me
get
out.
down here.
I use legal
And I can
advice
see it
and
dropping.
Let's break to 78.
It's not that way. For the NQ, it's really not that way. I mean, 40 points. 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it very quickly, the NQ.
Welcome, Tanaka. How you doing from Central Africa, my friend? Glad you're here with us today. Tanaka's he's got the casket waiting for us still, Sam, I believe. He's got the pine box. The pine box is sitting empty.
Let's see the ES eat through that 67.75 liquidity
love
for
it.
you, Daryl. Come on,
I would
let's
love
see
it.
it.
I would love it. It wants to. It's definitely, the sellers are definitely trying to absorb these buyers here. They're just ever so slightly getting an upper hand, but the longer it sits here and consolidates, I'm more hopeful.
Yeah. Also, gotta remember everybody trading the ES here. We're at 67.78 essentially right now, but where this liquidity is of 67.75 that I just mentioned, that is also point of control from yesterday or from Friday's session. So
Yes.
be wary.
That's
This
correct.
is where a lot of volume took place on Friday. Would it be great for shorts to be able to get a nice rotation down to value area low of yesterday
Oh,
of 67,
man, it did.
61, of course, but just gotta be cautious here. Gotta be cautious.
All right, we're starting
Yeah.
to approach
Oh,
25.20. Let's see.
Nice.
Ooh, lots of
Scared and got
sellers.
out.
All right, we
Baby.
just touched it. We literally just
Let's get
touched
down,
it.
baby.
If there's any buy pressure that comes
There we
in.
go. There we go. So I'm in short 3 contracts in the ES. I know it's not up on the screen yet, but we'll get that in there for real quickly here from the production crew. But I'm going to move to break even and just kind of protect myself here against a potential scratch. Hopefully it doesn't come back on me, but I am going to take profit here of around 66, just south of the 67 overnight print.
Missed
So
it.
that's the low of the overnight. And just as good as any to put a take profit right now. And if we continue to go further south, I can drag that take profit and I'll trail my contracts or start to peel off some.
Yeah.
All right. Jumped in
Don't
long.
come up
Good.
here and- Don't come up
I'm
here
left that long.
and scratch me
really
out with
quick
all
long.
this.
Scalp.
Ugh, come
I
on.
had on
Yes.
6 contracts. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh boy.
But I just clicked it. On
Jesus.
6, so I got out quickly, but managed to make a bit of money on it.
Nice.
25, 120 held quite nicely.
It did.
All right, come on now.
Quick 20 point jump immediately from that 25-120 area. Man. Jeez, 30
All right,
points.
so it basically scratched me. Came up and took me out. I was a little below break even, so I think we'll make
That's
another
all right.
attempt to
Load up
break
the
through the
chat.
72. Yeah, it's better than a loss.
On my
The casket is in need of a body, Tanaka says.
Oh my god.
That's good stuff, man.
This is a lot of
That
volume
is good
Awesome.
stuff.
in Q these days.
Love it.
All right.
Okay, that's held up well.
Team is
25 ones
complete.
really did hold up very.
Mm.
We
Mhm.
literally did to the T. Pretty sure held that trade a bit more,
Yeah.
but never mind. It's
If we get back up here, a few more points back up to 80 or 81, and we hold that VWAP and mid that we currently have in this early developing profile in the session, I may re-engage short again. We'll see. I want to see how the sellers behave here. Buyers have got some good strength right now, though. They're really kind of
Want to get some of that back.
slowly grinding up here, but I think it's just a retracement, rotational.
We're gonna see what's going on with this line.
Have to see.
Yeah.
Come on, give
Yeah,
me a
I
few
mean,
more points.
those sellers trapped.
Get up there. E.
Sellers are really starting to come back in again. Let's see if they do any damage here.
Yeah,
Ready to
exactly.
actually enter a short.
And this is
Come on.
exactly what we're.
I want to sell into this strength here. Their point of control just came down right to here.
Oh,
to
lots
79
of
in
sellers
the ES.
now. Lots of sellers.
Yeah.
But they're not
Expanded strength equipment
pushing
at
them
Planet
much.
Fitness.
Oh, come on.
Join the club today for $1
know
down.
if it's-
Quite an interesting
$15 a
one.
month. Cancel anytime. Now through October 10th.
No.
Planet Fitness is
Yeah, I
proud
think
to partner
buyers
with
still have it.
Boys and Girls
No,
Clubs
they
of America,
do.
building stronger,
I'm taking a
kinder
quick
communities.
small short. I'm taking
Scalpy.
the short. I mean, yeah.
Point of control moved again.
Come on.
78. Point of control is migrating south
They got
ever so
trapped.
slowly in the ES, but yeah.
The sellers are trapped. I'm out. Potentially. A couple of seconds. Are they actually trapped? No, it looks like okay. I'm still holding. Are they going to get absorbed again? That's the question. No. Okay, they're doing
Well,
all right.
turned
sellers
down
are
here.
Actually doing a lot better than
good.
I thought.
Sellers are good. Yeah, I'm back
Yeah,
in.
I'm holding
back
it
in short.
still. I'm 3 contracts
Yeah,
short.
I'm back in.
There we go.
There we go.
Me too.
All right, I've got out. Happy with that?
Sam gets out while I get in.
Right.
Same move, short. So
Yeah. The moment I see
But yeah,
any,
I'm gonna hold.
are we still doing
Yeah, that's okay.
P&Ls?
Yeah,
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 we
I
are.
think so.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if we are.
Yeah.
I gotta update
Okay.
that.
Well, I'll
Oh,
write
it's
it.
just bad. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know. We'll provide it.
The
See what they do.
thing of showing open positions for me is almost pointless because I'm so quick.
Yeah.
It's just, there's no need. Like I get it if you know if you hold.
Yeah,
it,
for us it might
like,
make sense, but Sam might be the outcast here in terms of having positions. He's very very in and out for sure. All right, the longs are starting to pile up here.
I got out that one. Well timed.
I just think, yeah, I think.
I'm starting to see potential rate. I think we've bottomed out. Potentially, that is the bottom of the Raby. And we could start ranging. I mean, it depends. The sellers. Now I'm looking at it, and I might just get absorbed. So I'm starting to think, yeah, actually, it might push down.
All right, so
You gotta wait for that
here.
initial there. See,
Might
push
agree
down.
with
As soon as
him.
I
Look
saw
at-
that,
look at how it
saw
just rolled.
next candles is red.
We are
that could be
along
little
the-
scalp there,
yeah.
but
Yep.
We did hit a support though, so
Very,
watch
very
I'm
for
gonna hold
that.
off for a bit.
It did bounce. See how it takes, what it looks like when it bounces over here. If it does,
Let's get down to 65 where there's liquidity.
Well, so there was an open. James actually talked about in the pre-market session that there was like an AMD OpenAI kind of deal regarding
Yeah.
essentially.
I saw that.
Essentially regarding like a power plant, or creating some sort of power plant in San Francisco or something. And AMD right
Let's see how
now
it goes, guys.
is up 38% at the moment on the open. So maybe what I could do real quick, let me
Wow.
just check the charts on my other stuff here. So actually, okay, so it was at the open, it was up to $227 a share, which is actually touched the all-time high that it made back in April of 2024. And we are now trading down to $212 a share at the moment. So big time gap up as well. We gapped up essentially $35 a share from the previous session's high. So
Come on, ES. Come on,
Yeah,
ES.
it's
Break the
okay.
72 here.
it's just bouncing.
Let's go.
See what happens.
So we're kind of retested the low of the day so far. It's early. Low of the day, 20 minutes in.
Line here.
On
we
the
gapped up.
ES anyway.
No, it was $55 a share. We gapped up. I had the wrong bar thing here. So $55 a share at AMD gapped
Wow.
up. That is just
Wow.
wow.
Wow. That's
My
huge.
goodness. Anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, if we break 25,120 on the NQ, an area where I would expect a very bullish reaction would be 508 around there. Call it 20-50. Just easy.
Yeah.
So, and I would love to
Come on
see
back
that,
down,
if we
guys.
break 25.02 and short it again all the way down to 25.050 and then buy up. So that would be ideal. That would work out beautifully.
Yeah. I don't like this type of price action here around the previous day's point of control, I must say. This is definitely for me I have to chill. I right now I have to hang out and wait for something larger to happen or some sort of structure to form, because this to me could be like a eat liquidity to the downside and then immediately pop back up and just stop any shorts out that we're trying to hold longer, or we could simply bounce right here. I don't even know. I'm not going to try to guess here. I'm just going to let things ride for now.
Yeah.
Order filled.
Yeah. So just this is what we've done since the RTH Open, since the New York Open here in the ES. So I've just kind of moved everything to the left off the screen that we did in the overnight and Friday's regular session profile. So we're just looking at what's developing currently. And you notice it's kind of like it's not quite a double distribution, but there's obviously, let me get my arrow. You can see up here, we had early volume that built this, but now we're down here, right? And we're trading kind of at the outer edge. I want to see it break down. I've got my take profit down here at 65, which is where there is a bunch of liquidity in the ES. We just got to get through this. There's a lot of liquidity here around 73, 71. And if we can just
see what happens.
Continue to eat through here. They're trying to make an attempt right now. If we can get through and get down, that would be great. I haven't moved my stop into break even, haven't done anything. I'm just kind of sitting here and holding and letting it develop. So I just wanted to show everyone kind of how I look at developing profiles on the volume profile. I look at it at various times all day, every day, not just, daily profiles or composite profiles for like a week or several days. It's very helpful for me and how I trade to look at it all throughout the day.
Yeah. Undoubtedly.
Right.
Okay, sellers coming in here. Nice. We might get that push.
There we go.
Come on, Daryl. Let's get that push.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it, guys. All right, I'm still short 3 lots. That's accurate. Come on.
Copy that. Funny bone hit.
No.
Oh, I hate that.
No news regarding the government shutdown this morning, everybody. Just to let everybody know, there's no further news at the moment. So we're still waiting for any updates on that. I will keep my eyes peeled for any headlines, but yeah, come on.
So
come on, ES.
back to your AMD OpenAI comments, Paul. The CEO Sue is going to be speaking on Bloomberg Television here in an hour. The CEO of AMD, that is. So that'll be good.
Working.
But other than that, I mean, pretty thin on news so far, barring any tweets or headline risk. We don't have a whole lot. We don't have a lot of U.S. Fed speakers
Connected.
here.
Here you go.
We got some European stuff. Lagarde is going to speak later on. Bank of England, Bailey's going to speak later on. We've got some of that. But the U.S., due to the shutdown, few and far between, folks. So, this is a day where structure still plays. I feel this is good. This is how I learned how to trade when the hyper news wasn't as relevant. We didn't have Twitter, we didn't have social media, we didn't have any of this stuff, right? And so structure was important, and
all right,
participant
guys,
behavior.
I'll be back
in.
Yeah, just got to set up for the news. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, right? Cool.
You got
no worries.
All right, let's break down here in the ES here. There we go. I love it. I love it when it listens to me. I definitely got to get into break even now. Well into the money. Lock in. All right. Let's do it. Let's do this.
So it looks like the AMD deal with OpenAI, it's more so. OpenAI is going to be taking almost. They can take up to for an option of 10% of a 10% stake in AMD essentially. So
wow.
So that's kind of the buzz right now. It's nothing in regards to really like the power plant source that for OpenAI to like, you know, run everything that it wants to run and whatnot. It's more about the fact that OpenAI is going to be looking to take a stake in AMD of anywhere up to 10%, which would be massive. That's massive. Absolutely massive.
Sam Altman's going to continue to climb the ladder. I mean, he's already one of the richest men in the world. But, crazy.
Simple. Like a good
crazy news. Good morning, Tom.
Okay.
Good morning.
I did. These guys don't know what the Dewey Decimal System is, I don't think. Yeah, I know Paul knows about it.
Barely. I mean, we did.
Your library didn't have the Dewey.
No, we did. Like in my elementary school, it was a thing, like elementary, middle school, but like it kind of went away after. You. I mean, I probably still exists, but nobody probably teaches it anymore. I have no idea. But
yeah, Tom, I learned to trade with an abacus and a sundial, so that's how far back I go. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Here we go. Let's get that move down. Keep going. Get through 70 here on the ES. Come on. Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
This looks like it's looks pretty good here. I mean, the Dow, there's some larger components in the Dow right now that are really bringing down, I think helping bring down the ES here. Apple is down $1.75 at the moment. Amazon's down $1.20.
Here we go. Come on, there we go. Breakthrough 70. This is not. I like to see this kind of a move, to be honest, where it's a nice, just kind of grindy.
I kind of like this move
instead of a real whippy. Because if it's whipping, and it comes down and like let's say it retests some area, then I'm not so convicted on the short, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe it'll rotate back up and go beyond point of control to another point to the high. But if it's doing this sort of thing, it's pretty much trending south so far today. It's basically profit taking. Yeah. This is just responsive profit taking. You're gonna come up to my trail. I'm trailing real tight here, guys. Trailing really, really tight. I don't necessarily want to get out of here. I want to hold, but come on. Are you gonna take me out? It's gonna take me out. All right.
Yeah, that's good though. Okay. That's fine.
That's okay. That's okay.
Look for another entry possibly here. I might jump in with you if we do get the Nasdaq though actually did have a pretty strong bullish last few candles here on the 1 minute chart. Nasdaq's looking a bit stronger. I mean the Dow just continues to dump. Honestly, we're down almost 400 points I think on the Dow right now. Oh my
I'm back
goodness,
short,
dude, Derek.
I'm back short. Yeah, I just jumped right in on this again. You know me, man. I'm not gonna hesitate on this stuff.
Dude.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go down.
Wow.
And I'm looking at, let's see where we can put this. So overnight low, we're almost there at 67 in the ES on the nose. If we get through the overnight low, we want to keep going. I mean, Friday's regular trading hour low is at 54. Should we get there? And who's to say we won't?
Just going to have a quick 5-minute news segment. So we'll roll that and then we're back to trading.
Sounds good.
Good day, everyone. It's Monday, October 6th, and markets are opening the week with a cautious but optimistic tone. We're seeing gold pushing towards record highs, crypto consolidating near fresh peaks, and equity futures holding steady. Let's break down what's moving the Forex, futures, and crypto markets today. The US government shutdown has entered its 6th day. That's creating uncertainty across bond markets and keeping traders alert for any resolution headlines. 10-year Treasury yields remain in the mid-4% range as investors debate how long the shutdown will last. Many are also reassessing the likelihood of Fed rate cuts being delayed into early 2026. In the UK, Governor Andrew Bailey's recent comments on financial stability and digital currencies are still being digested. He emphasized the need for tighter oversight of stablecoins and the infrastructure around them. That's keeping sterling supported as traders weigh the Bank of England's tone ahead of the next meeting. In Europe, political tensions in France are weighing on the euro. Spreads between French and German bonds widened slightly, reflecting a mid-risk-off sentiment. As a result, the euro remains under pressure, while safe haven flows continue to support the US dollar. Over in Asia, Japanese equities rallied strongly after Sane Takachi secured the leadership position, boosting expectations of fiscal support. The Nikkei surged to new highs as investors anticipate continued economic stimulus. Meanwhile, the yen weakened further, with traders now watching the 150 level closely against the dollar. Turning to commodities, gold continues to dominate headlines. Spot gold has surged through the $3,900 mark and is testing the psychological $4,000 level. Safe haven demand remains strong amid uncertainty over US politics and global growth. The narrative of future rate cuts and a weaker dollar adds more fuel to gold's bullish move. Crude oil is also catching a bid this week. OPEC Plus signaled that any upcoming production increases will be smaller than expected.
I like it.
That's providing near-term support to both Brent
I'm
and
liking
WTI
it.
prices. Traders remain focused on balancing tighter supply conditions with softer seasonal demand. US index futures are slightly higher heading into the New York Open. Tech stocks continue to lead the charge on optimism around AI and semiconductor demand. However, rising bond yields are acting as a headwind for equities. Traders are cautious about chasing risk until the shutdown uncertainty clears.
There are 4 exciting new iPhones to choose
In
from.
Forex, the dollar is holding firm
joining
on
the
safe
lineup.
haven
There's
demand.
the new iPhone
The euro
17,
remains heavy
the
due to French
groundbreaking
political
iPhone Air,
concerns
a completely
and
new
slower
member to the
economic
iPhone family.
data.
And finally,
Sterling is
iPhone
slightly
17 Pro
firmer,
and iPhone
supported
17
by
Pro Max.
hawkish Bank of England
iPhone 17
expectations.
comes in Sage,
The yen
Mist
continues to
Blue,
weaken as
White.
Japan maintains its loose policy stance. In the crypto market, Bitcoin remains the headline story. Over the weekend, it printed a new all-time high above $125,000. Today, it's consolidating just below that level, showing resilience despite light profit
Just
taking.
wanted to come back down and hit
Ethereum
this.
and other altcoins are mixed, with traders rotating capital into larger cap names. The dominant narrative remains that Bitcoin is acting as a macro hedge against political risk and fiat uncertainty. Looking ahead, markets will focus on any developments in Washington regarding the government shutdown. Fed speakers later this week could offer hints about how the central bank is viewing fiscal risks. Economic data releases are limited due to the shutdown, but traders will be watching services PMIs and labor indicators closely. For Forex traders, euro rallies may remain short-lived until political calm returns in France. Sterling dips could find support if inflation data stays sticky. Yen crosses are driven by momentum, but any Bank of Japan intervention talk could trigger sharp reversals. For futures traders, equity indices are likely to grind higher if bond yields stabilize. Gold remains the star performer, and a clean break above $4,000 could trigger another wave of momentum buying. Oil traders should stay nimble as OPEC Plus headlines continue to drive short-term moves. In crypto, all eyes remain on the $125,000 to $130,000
Of course it didn't wait.
Bitcoin. Liquidity is building near those levels, while the $120,000 area serves as key support. Correlation between Bitcoin and gold remains high today, suggesting macro flows are driving both assets. To wrap up the day, it's a risk-on market with plenty of caution underneath. Stocks are steady, gold is surging, the dollar is strong, and crypto is consolidating. Investors are navigating a mix of political uncertainty and technical momentum. Stay sharp, respect your levels, and watch how the bond market sets the tone for the rest of the week. But up next, we're back to trading.
Oh, we might be rolling over. We might be. All right, we are done for the day on that one. Let's go 57. See what we're doing.
No, I don't know.
It's funny.
I know.
Yeah, Spad, the Dow really dipped this morning. It's very much dipped.
All right, are we on $200 loss?
The tiniest of pushes up at the moment, so it's trying.
ES point of control just came down here to 67.70. So it continues to migrate further. We got an even distribution, somewhat like what we had on Friday. It's getting a little jaggedy, a little boxy here. So, you know, we're getting these little areas building, right? So We'll see what happens.
Discover savings and hidden gems
Buyers
in
are
dining,
probably coming up to
hotel
retest that
stays.
previous point of
Your
control,
membership is
maybe
your
VWAP,
compass.
but
With the partner you
still
trust.
holding my trade.
away.
Still
We're
holding
always
my
with you.
short. Come on. Come on. Oops.
All right.
The Dow
Where's
was
my mouse gone?
kind of the Dow broke above the
My
9-period
Lord.
EMA on the 1-minute chart that it somehow has been respecting for over 30 minutes at this point. That's such a small EMA to respect. I mean, that just shows you how bearish the Dow has been this morning, that it took till now to break out of that. But let's see if we can't get a further push to the upside here. Maybe to previous day's low of 46,823 on the Dow before another turn down.
Like I
Come
want to
on.
be bullish.
Hold ES.
Got an idea.
Continue
Yeah,
your
I know. I don't like it
bearishness.
up here. A lot of that liquidity pulled away as this thing came back up, which again, it's showing me that there's not resting orders in the book that's just sitting and wanting to get filled. It's like an opportune kind of liquidity that's coming and going, that's moving around here. And it may be shifting. Some of this that we see under here, Paul, at like 67.70, 71, 72, that just came in, may be pulled from prior area down there around the 60, 62 to 65. So they may be moving things around here, trying to get a fill. But I need the sellers to come in stronger here. Come on. Let's go.
Just on a range now.
Mm-hmm.
Typical little range, but I do think we'll probably break down. I don't
think
know
so.
actually.
That's why I'm holding. I'm holding for a
Let me
breakdown.
have a look.
It's interesting though. This is where,
Yeah.
I'm still showing here. This purple band that I had, the bottom of it was support,
it's
and now
gonna
we're
come up
kind
to
of, I'm
here
hoping it
before we
becomes
go down.
resistance, because support becomes resistance, etc. So now we've come below it, down here. We came back up. Will it hold?
That's if it does come down.
That's where I'm
Kind
at.
of
Honestly, Daryl, I have no idea.
I know. I don't
I have
either.
Nasdaq's
no
tough right
idea.
I don't either. I have no idea either.
Nasdaq is really tough.
Woo. Hold VWAP.
I'm looking at the
I mean, what I
Nasdaq
can
too,
say-
Sam. I look at the Nasdaq and I'm just like,
Go on.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. I look at the Nasdaq. It's consolidating so much more than the Dow and the ES at the moment. So it's a lot tougher to pinpoint.
Part of me, Sam, I know where you're going with this, Sam. Part of me says
Don't
low
like
of the
way
day
that
is in,
looks.
because we retested the overnight low.
Here's
And we
here's
come up
here's
a bit hard,
here's
but I'm not.
what I see, right? And this is what's conflicting me. So where we stopped at 25,120 pretty much on the Nasdaq, right? That's a really good gap. So we naturally you're gonna have.
If you want to
a
take your
reaction
screen
from
over,
that, which we did.
you can show us if you want.
Uh,
If you want to show.
Sure. Let me actually give me a sec. I need to actually, because I've got it drawn up on a different platform.
Ah,
but let
that's
me
fine.
just
Yeah, that's fine.
flick it over
I'm
to
holding here. Come on. Come on.
HP.
Let's go, sellers. Let's go, sellers. Let's go. Come on in.
All right, let me share the
We're
screen.
still holding.
There it is.
There we go. Come on, sellers. Push down.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I gotta draw my
been
IDs.
neglecting-
I'm gonna draw my-
I've been neglecting the cattle markets this morning, so apologies, everybody. I know everybody cares.
We do.
Haven't
We
been
do
looking.
care. It's very. I love my steaks and all hamburgers and what have you. Yeah, I do.
Check
Yeah.
out the expanded strength equipment at Planet Fitness.
All
Oh,
right. we got
okay. My
sandwiches.
screen's up. Perfect.
Today for $1
All right.
off,
So let me
$3
just
a
draw
month,
out the
cancel
volume
anytime.
profile
Now through
quickly.
October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to
Pretty
partner
much
with Boys and Girls
like
Clubs
the
of
daily
America to create
volume
stronger,
profile,
kinder
right?
communities.
So
Yeah.
clear as day. We've got a beautiful gap here, 25 basically, where we just touched it and we
this out,
rejected,
yeah.
right? So that was the area, and there really isn't. There's another one, a little one below, but it's not as great, right? This one is the clear kind of where the two distributions are, right? So,
Yep. Correct. Yep.
So get out the pen
I
tool
don't like the divergence.
for the
here.
viewers, so they can see. So you can clearly see here was like bigger, bit of volume, and then the next big volume was here, right? This is the kind of the gap between that. So you're gonna get a reaction there, which is absolutely
Just for
you know,
the time
expected.
being of where I am.
But every
So
time I've
many
seen this
freaking
kind of,
cards.
so normally I would say I'm all bullish for this, like bull, bull, bull until we go, you know, because there's not really much above here.
Here we drop first.
Apart from the
second,
point of
go up.
control, which we're kind of at, it could break above here quite easily. There's nothing really holding it back, right?
Yeah.
But what I have noticed and what I have seen many, many times, and this is down to
Overnight
experience,
point of control
is when we had
is
these kind of like heavy sellers come in and then we start
188.7.
consolidating, it's just a pause in the market before we start pushing down again. This is just, so I've seen that happen so many times where I'm conflicted. Either one could happen. Technically, if you were to trade the way I trade and my strategy, would be all bullish right now, right?
Yeah, I know.
But I
Yep.
don't almost believe it. I think we might
bull
see
trap,
like a little
man.
pop up. Exactly, we might see a little pop up, you know, come up here and then kind of continue back down again. That could happen. But for me, until these are kind of cleared, unless I do a volume profile from this leg down, yeah, okay, so there we go. There's a gap that it needs to clear right here. And we're kind of wedged between these two areas now. So it's touched it once already,
Yeah.
pushed down. So I can see, you know, it ranging within these two areas. One or the other is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's either going to break above here and do this, and then it's all bullish, or it's going to break below here and do this, and then it's all bearish. While we're in the middle here, it's anyone's game. So I would treat it as a range. If we, you know, if you're looking at like the footprint, for example, if you're using, you know, candlestick patterns, whatever kind of entry requirements you see, when we get near the top of this range, if you see something that's, okay, yeah, it looks like sellers could take over, it will be a great place to kind of just short it for a scalp, maybe go back into the kind of the middle, and vice versa. If we're at the bottom here and you see buyers coming in, buy it until the middle. Do you know what I mean? Treat it as a range. You can do that for small little scalps, but for like a longer term position, we really need to either break above 25,185 and come back and retest it and continue, or break below 25,108 for a bearish market. So until that happens, it's a coin flip for me.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah, I
NASDAQ
like that.
profile looks very similar to the ES. And you're right on you're right in the point of control area in the NASDAQ, just as we are in the ES. So same advice I would give. Don't do anything when you're right there in the middle, because it can go either way. We're just sitting right, you know, we're right in the most popular traded price on the morning session so far. So it's hard to tell which way it's going to go, right? You're just 50-50.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
it's below?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a bit dangerous right now. But yeah, treat it as a range until it tells you otherwise. That's my philosophy on this.
I agree.
Because look, right now it looks like, oh, it could be breaking out. Let's see what happens. You know, is it actually
See what
truly
happens
going to
with
break
ABO.
out, or is this going to be a little pick and then we're going to drop back down again?
Right. Right, exactly.
Like if I look at the footprint at the same time, see.
See, it's, and
Okay,
it's
so we've
interesting
got
because it's coming up to where
193 buyers trapped at the top. That's a good short, right? They tried to get breakout, they couldn't. That would have been a great scalp.
Yeah.
There you go. You see what I mean?
Yep.
Back down maybe to the point of control or something. So until it actually truly breaks out, and when I say a breakout to all the viewers, I don't mean, you know, if it just ticks a little bit above, that's not a true breakout. I'm talking a structural kind of shift, right? A breakout, a comeback, a rejection, and then it starts continuing. You want to enter here, you know? at this point. You don't want to enter here. That's not your entry. Your entry is here.
Nope.
And again,
Yep.
how many people I can see in the footprint? Loads of buy volume trapped right at the tip of this candle. That's people chasing the market. People saying, "Oh, it's about to continue." They're all getting in, and now they're trapped and they're having to get out. And I can see them dropping out now because the sell volume's coming heavy in this area here. So all those buyers that entered, they've now exited around here.
Yep.
So it's very dangerous
very well
to
put.
trade a range like this. Never chase it.
Agreed. So, I guess there was a headline just recently, about 6 minutes ago, that Trump had a supposedly productive call with Brazilian President President Silva, essentially. The newer president here. So he's, well, not newer. I mean, he's been the president for a couple of years now, but yeah. So supposedly a good, productive call, I guess, regarding the tariff spat that we've been having with them. And then aside from that, there's just a couple things coming out of the GOP talking about healthcare and whatnot. Some health, some possible fixes to healthcare, and then
see where everything goes.
There's nothing.
Best,
essentially, with this
name
government
is.
shutdown at the
I don't really
moment,
care.
both sides are taking pretty tough stances. Like they're very firm in their stances. So we could
now
see a shutdown occur
See what
for a
Speaker
little
Johnson
bit longer.
just said.
For how
Yeah.
far before
Johnson
it
just-
goes down?
Mike Johnson just said there's nothing for us to negotiate on the stopgap funding. He said that 2 minutes ago. And then he continues to say the House did its job. It's now the Senate Democrats. They have the ball. So, I mean, both sides are standing pat. It's kind of like, this tit for tat kind of stuff, which is not good. But at some point, the pain's going to just be unbearable, and they're going to have to, I mean, concessions have to be made. And it's just ridiculous.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. TSA,
No
there
one's
were
gonna get
TSA
100% of what
employees
they
like
want.
this weekend that weren't showing up to work or whatever, which was crazy.
I heard that.
That's not good.
I heard that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I mean, apparently they're still getting paid. Those kind of services are all still getting paid. It was interesting. I do have to, it's funny. I have to ship up a package out later this afternoon. I'm going to go to my post office. I'm thinking, is the post office going to be open or not? Maybe I need to.
No, yeah, they're
'cause
fine.
it's
They're
a-
fine.
Yeah, I would think they're fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
They
I
are.
printed out
yeah.
my label and everything. I'm like, I think they're good. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They are funded like separately. It's like a separate kind of situation. They're completely immune from that. But I had to look that up the other week, and let's see here regarding the TSA stuff.
Come on, sellers.
Okay. So
Come on,
61,000 of the
Hold tight.
64,000 TSA employees were considered essential and will continue to work during the shutdown, even though they'll get like deferred payment or whatever. Which,
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
It's an unfortunate situation for the TSA employees, but it is essential. I mean, travel is relatively essential, so I get it. All right. We look a little bit more.
Some would argue that the TSA are not essential because they make our lives miserable.
Yeah.
but-
Well, that's a whole
Breaking
other
underneath
situation.
that.
That's
I mean,
a
I
whole
know
other
it-
topic.
yeah, I know.
Like
I
it's breaking
know.
underneath the support line, but
All right, let's hold
it's
here.
hitting it.
Man, Nasdaq is
Let's hold
continuing
here.
to range, but the Dow again is now the Dow is making moves to the upside. Now the Dow is starting to trend to the upside a little bit and it's helping drag the ES up. So
Starting
Yeah.
to lose volume.
here's the Dow. I'll pull up the Dow real quick.
Still in this range. But yeah.
You could stop it.
I could have definitely
You could
taken that
stop
short.
pick.
That was a nice short. That was a very nice short.
There we go. There we go.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm just start doing one-to-ones.
Just got to do a few little things behind the scene that you guys carry on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh. Right, let's have a look.
All right, the Dow has broken back above the previous day's low. See if it can't hold that. Consolidate right here.
I don't know. Unknown.
Yeah, it looks like. This is kind of reminding me of Friday a little bit. If I remember correctly, let me take a look at Friday.
And I think we're gonna take the hit.
I love all the comments in the chat. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Tiger, I don't want to talk about Kansas City, dude. Don't even put that in here. Don't do it. I know.
So it was Thursday. Thursday was the day where Thursday is where we kind of had some bearish momentum to the downside for like the first hour and a half, and then we consolidated and we grinded upwards for the rest of the day, but only to like a little bit above point of control or whatever, what have you. That's what I'm being reminded of today. Like that could be a similar situation that's occurring.
So the ES is starting, I think, to go back down. Sellers are holding here at the 67.80, which is a significant area because we had point of control there, and then we were coming down. This morning we were coming down off the open. It represented
like this is probably
kind of where the point of control was from the overnight, so or from Friday, right? So that it comes back, holds a ton of selling liquidity came in on the offer, and now we've got a little bit of a battle going on here. I'm still holding my short. Still holding.
Yeah. We're at the low of the NASDAQ little consolidation area that we've been in the last 40 minutes. So that's good for your short if the NASDAQ can break out of it. If we can break out of it to the downside, I mean. So, but is it gonna just like Sam said, are like if you treat it as a range though, if you just treat the NASDAQ as a range and you got long there, it's already popped up 10 points. So you already were able to get a little quick scalp if you wanted to. If you continue to just treat this as a range in the NASDAQ at least. But
always ask yourself before you enter a trade, are we trending or are we ranging? And you only got to look as a scalper, you only got to look 10 minutes to your left. You have the answer.
Yep.
So, and then you know whether to hold the trade, whether to get out quickly, what to expect from it, you know?
It's the real unreal.
Always ask yourself a very important question.
Absolutely.
Guess it didn't make the second push up.
Back early this morning, early at the equity open, essentially for the equity open at 9:30, gold actually spiked or really had a nice rally here of right back to the all-time high and tested the all-time high, and we're consolidating right below the all-time high. Technically made a new all-time high in the regular trading session here now of 39.74 half in gold. So the bullishness continues. And silver, let's see what silver's doing really quickly. Consolidating right above the previous day's high at the moment. Still hasn't even come back down to touch value area high, which is $48.07. We came back down to 48.33, 48.35 essentially. We've kind of done a little double bottom here in the between 10 and 10:30 a.m. So relatively bullish here for silver, relative and very bullish for gold at the moment. And let's go. Okay, ES might be. NASDAQ broke down slightly, not even, I guess technically a little bit below its, like a couple ticks below its range over the last 40 minutes, but the Dow is just going to the upside right now. Dow to the upside largely, about 130 points over the last 10 minutes of time, and it's about 170 points since its low that it made today at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is really helping keep the ES up right now. But we're still only 4 points above previous day's point of control on the ES, and we're testing continuous VWAP right now.
That's the thing. That's the thing. This is a very tenuous area. Everyone could look at this and go, "Oh, it's going up. We're going up." But you know what? You've got VWAP at 76.25. You got point of control at 75, just under it. Midpoint on the distribution so far is at 70. They're all within a point and a half of each other, and we're trading all within this. So we're basically trading in a consensus happy place on the auction. This is where everyone likes to trade right now, buyers and sellers. There's a lot of liquidity to the north of us at 67.80 all the way up through 81 on the ES that buyers would have to get through, a good 600 contracts or so. Not saying it can't be done, totally could be done, but we could just as easily grab a whole bunch of buyers, trap these suckers, and roll back down. There's open skies below, and we can go easily back down to the south. So, you know, my initial balance is locked in here for the first hour. We're set, locked and loaded. We only have a 20-point range on the first hour and 4 minutes, so nothing to write home about, but we could do this all day. Go up and down all day.
Yeah.
Might sweep this right here.
Rommel asks Sam, "Are you just watching today, not trades for you?" Rommel, I have taken trades. I've taken 2 already. It's just very quick. You blink and you miss them.
I know, exactly.
I'm waiting for the NQ to get out of this range, and then I will take more trades, because this is part of trading. Sometimes you just got to sit there and you got to wait. If there's no setup, there's no setup.
Have you taken trades, Rommel? Have you taken trades? Where are you at? Share, like and subscribe.
All right, taking those.
All right, ES. Let's go.
Let chat. Let us know, like, what are you focusing on this morning? Is there any specific product you're looking at? Are you like focusing on gold, or are you focusing on the ES or the NASDAQ right now? The Dow.
It'll be the last.
Let us know, even if it's
trade.
something weird. You know, I like the weird stuff. I like the wheat and all that stuff. So if you like to trade that, please let us know.
You shorted with me, Rommel? You shorted the ES, I think. Good. Nice. All right, good. Cool.
Very good. Man.
All right.
Oh, and here the buyers. Big buyers.
It's a hard area, though, to hold right here. This is a tough area.
So it's trying to take that
CSA.
stuff out.
Spad's looking at the Dow.
They defend
Right
that.
Don't worry about the caps, Spad. You're good. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, this is looking interesting. This could potentially be the breakout. Potentially. Please don't short it yet. This
The
could be
breakdown?
it.
We could.
Oh, they got absorbed. Breakdown. They got absorbed
Breakdown,
though.
yeah.
Sellers are getting absorbed a lot. But they're fighting it. Oh, this is very interesting. That is a lot of sellers getting absorbed, but they are still pushing it down, which is remarkable.
Yeah, the cumulative volume delta is not crazy on the ES. It's pretty tame. From the open, we're only at...
Dude, how many freaking ads, dude?
I see it, Sam. Look. We're still slightly negative, man. Believe it or not.
It's a cumulative on NQ. We've almost gone flat on the NQ for the cumulative, which is interesting.
All right, you got to hold.
Let's see if those
hold here.
Those sellers got absorbed a lot. They held very well, to be fair. They fought off the buyers very well. So this could be the breakdown, but judging from the amount of absorption, the buyers are still very aggressive. So I don't know.
Yeah,
but we'll see what
happens.
happens.
Buyers exhaust.
Apple and Amazon are regaining a lot of their losses on the morning right now, which seems to probably be helping out the Dow a lot. I mean, the XLK on the S&P is up 1%. It's the largest gainer on the day. Interestingly enough, as the Dow or as the Nasdaq is, possibly testing its lows or trying to test its lows. So that's kind of weird. That's a little bit of a weird one.
Oh, there's big buyers coming in. Is there any pushback from the sellers against these buyers? A little bit, but nothing too major. Oh, that was a big absorption for the buyers there. Okay, interesting. Sellers are coming in a bit more aggressive. Buyers are holding them back. Might not be the breakdown after all.
It might not be.
And this is why you can wait. Why you have to wait?
Break up.
For that absorption.
Break up.
Only trade what you see. Don't anticipate.
Should be the last.
I mean,
trade.
Coming in. I give them that. They are coming in, which is.
It's holding the upper edge, man. It's holding the upper edge in the ES very well. It's really structurally, it's very clean.
For what it's worth.
It's just.
I don't think we're going to do a full. I don't think we're going to do a full rotation to the top of the range. I think maybe this is going to be more of a retracement, and then we're looking to break down, because this is the first time I've seen that the sellers are really fighting back the buyers, even at the bottom of the range, quite well. So I'd be surprised if the buyers just keep piling it on, because they are. I mean, they're 140 contracts deep right now. And they're still struggling. And the sellers are absorbing a lot of that. But also the sellers get absorbed very quickly as well by the buyers the moment the sellers push it down a bit. So we're in a really kind of interesting area now. What happens here could dictate if this is going to be a retracement or an actual breakdown.
Let's go down. There we go, sellers. Come on. There we go. There we go. A lot of sellers in the ES coming in. Pushing it.
NASDAQ.
Let's get down below point of control. Come on. Push down. There we go. Cliff dive. It dropped.
Yeah, Dow also made a nice little drop there.
There we go.
There's
the move. There's your move, boys. And that's why we sit and we wait at the outer edge. That's why we wait at the outer edge.
Still not over.
Beautiful. No, but this is good. It's a good sign. Very good sign.
But it's a good sign, yeah. Very good sign. The question now is, can those sellers fend off the buyers long enough? Because the buyers are going to be coming, they're coming in quite aggressive, but again, they haven't given up yet. It's only when one side gives up, that's when you get the real move.
But we got sell stops. All these buyers created sell stops on the way up. So all these sell stops convert to market orders as we push through. Let's go down and we can really rip this thing down. Let's go. I don't care if it comes back later. Let's just go down now.
We're back to 67.75 on the ES here. Again, point of control of yesterday.
I know.
So we really need to tear through this. We need to tear through this here.
What a coinky dink. What a coinky dink. Yeah. We're back here. Yeah.
Come on.
Push.
A lot of volume. Sellers are still getting absorbed. Lots of volume. This is a very interesting market. I think this could potentially be the move, but I still wouldn't want to get in until we kind of get that breakout, come back for a retest, and then that continuation, because this could still be a trap. Because right now, sellers have 3, 4.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
In those last 2 candles alone, that's a lot of a lot of risk on the seller's side. So if they even starts going against them a little bit, you can bet your bottom dollar those sellers are getting the hell out of the market, and then we're gonna
Order submitted.
So
order canceled. Order filled.
Majority speaker Mike Johnson just says he just finished his remarks wherever he was speaking. I don't know if he was on the air on TV, but he was asked if he's talking to any Democrats, trying to get them to switch their votes. He says, no, they haven't exactly been ringing my phone off the hook. That's not a good sign.
Right.
It's not a good sign.
Damn.
At all. When they're not trying to make a deal with the Republican speaker.
Yeah.
All right, the buyers have come in very aggressive.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can. A lot of sellers trapped now at the bottom of that candle. That is.
Yeah, this is not the greatest.
It's a two-way street, man. It's a battle now. Now we got a nice little fight going on. A real fight.
Rejection of days low on the NASDAQ, and then somewhat like of a rejection at point of control on the ES. The Dow is a little bit.
Exactly.
So for the Dow, you've got Dow is literally hovering in between its previous day's low and its value area low. It's trying to get back up to value area low right now. I mean, I think it's just going to continue to be a struggle here for sure. We do have a new poll up here. If everybody wants to quickly give your vote, market at the opening bell today feels turbocharged, sleepy Monday
Connection
vibes,
lost.
suspiciously calm, chaos with confidence. Ooh, I don't know.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a mixture of a lot of these.
But it really is. I wouldn't say sleepy Monday vibes for sure. Definitely not. Definitely
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you though. Chaos with confidence, I think, is what I'm leaning towards.
I think the suspiciously calm gets my vote.
That does suck. We got wreckage.
Calm because we lack news.
We gotta learn this.
We lack a lot of Fed-based reports.
What did I do?
But,
I think I just
and then you
I reacted
duck
to
for a
price
reaction.
action.
Like hopefully we get right
Just
now.
listening to other people. I don't know.
We are very
Am I
suspiciously
listening to
calm
other
as of the
people?
last 30 minutes. That is for sure in the ES here, and the NASDAQ for the most part. Really, the last hour for the NASDAQ.
Another electron casually hops onto Anchor's
That is
magnetic
for
I
sure.
might be.
Yes, Bad. We look at the Russell. We look at everything.
Let's
we look
tomorrow.
We want to look at the Russell. We can take a quick look
on
at the
this
Russell.
account
Robert's off to work. He'll come back later.
and not listen.
Tom,
Go
I
say
feel your
hi
pain,
and
Tom,
we'll
on
just
being a
stop
Saints
listening.
fan.
We'll
And
stop
I know
looking at
you're a
everybody
Saints
else's
fan,
screens.
but I'm a Raider fan, so look at yesterday.
We will continue to look at the bookmap screen,
Talk
but
about
Oh, yeah.
we'll-
Misery loves company, my friggin' God. We just need it. We just need it. We just need. I don't know. Tom Brady needs to do something with this team. Come on, man. What's the whole point of being a minority owner? Let's go.
we are curious though
for real.
if
Russell's back to its opening
if I
print
mark out
essentially.
whatever,
So
will this
Russell made a dip along with the ES and the NASDAQ
Work.
and Dow, but then quickly recovered and is back to its opening print. So not
Not
too
too
shabby.
ES
Maybe
looks
for
the-
good on the short,
Russell
guys. ES looks good on the short still, holding the short. It just come on now, let's go. Let's get down
hate,
through
hate that I
75.
haven't been able to make a trade yet. Hate it.
One of those days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
My game, I think it was like 40-6, Tom. And they were playing Indy, but geez. I didn't
Are you
watch
still
it.
in a short, Daryl?
I am. I've still been holding my short.
Cool.
I gave it a very big stop, like a 10-point stop. I wanted to put my stop outside of the upper edge of this distribution that we've been forming at the bottom here, because I was, again, kind of like what we've been seeing for the last 15, 20 minutes here. If it's coming to the outer edge, if we're trading around point of control, let's say, or a high volume node, and we come to an outer edge, it's got to really make some energy to break up, right? So this little purple band here on my chart that I'm showing it just kind of represents the outer edge where we've been consolidating and staying beneath. But if we were to go up, I mean, if we were to go out of here, you know, we got to get out of here. We got to break out. We got to really put some effort into this. So again, I drew the distribution that's formed here, and I'm hoping for.
All right, we're gonna see if that
new
sticks.
low on the day, and my combined entry is like right around here with my contract. So
We shall be
yeah,
off
not
to
ideal,
work. All right, peace.
but I'm holding it
loves.
because
Later.
I've got a short bias, and you know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. I'm letting this thing kind of play out. I don't want to get. It's very easy to get chopped up and jump from one side to the other. You know, you can sit there, like Sam and I were just talking, you know, 5 minutes ago when it was coming down hard. It's like, oh, I think the break is here. Oh, I'm getting short now. And then all of a sudden it reverses back. Oh, I'm getting long. And you start to get, you know, you're on tilt as you would. And you can